Sola Scriptura, Scripture alone, the only book that can cut to the bone. If we're casual about the Bible, we're casual about Jesus. Why should the world ever believe us if the Bible's just another book, Jesus another statue, Christianity another religion? When has a religion ever been based on radical grace? When has a statue ever stepped into your place? In here, God has spoken to the human race. This book is a window, and through it shines reality. God revealed His will, His majesty, His plans to adopt His enemies as family, yet it sits on a million shelves. As we shovel into ourselves trends and theories, self-help and self-healing, new look but same junk that Satan's always been dealing, many believe this should be taken lightly. Accurate, not likely. Say it's more than allegory, they say you're off slightly. Others claim to be Christian but refuse to call sin, sin. Where do I even begin? They long for signs and wonders. The truth is not what they crave. They'd rather see a miracle than meet the one who saves, yet they cherry pick verses and phrases. It sounds slick. Get beneath the surface though and it'll make you sick. You'll find a crossless Christianity, a knockoff Jesus, a gospel of prosperity, but the Word gives us clarity. Believers do have an inheritance that Christ alone merited, but you got to realize health and wealth is not our heritage. Pick up your cross. Count all else as loss. In the place of His people, Jesus was slain. To live is Christ, and to die is gain. So I say book, chapter, verse, please. Give me the truth, not lies to appease. Book, chapter, verse, please. His Word is the cure for my damning disease. Let me plead with you. His words are beautiful. They bring life to the dead. Don't worship a God you create in your head. Look and see what He's done and said. Some have walked miles just to hear a page read or sung. Others burned alive for translating it into their native tongue. 500 years ago, it was fully rediscovered. By God's grace during the Reformation, the gospel was recovered. By grace through faith is the way Jesus saves. God is the one that calls men out of their graves. He alone makes sons and daughters out of slaves. The fullness of the revelation of God's character stands. I hold it here in my hands, and by His sovereign will it withstands the visions and heresies of false teachers and preachers, fake apostles and healers. The Word must confirm the truth of the speaker, and the Bible's all sufficient for the salvation of its reader. It's a lamp and a light, not just rules, but the very words of life. It contains the bad news of sin and the depravity we were born in, but the good news that God stepped in to our mess, took on flesh, and addressed our greatest problems, wrath and separation. Jesus is our propitiation, and the assurance of our salvation is keeping the Word. By the power of the Spirit from eternity past decreed, with Christ's blood we've been bought, freed, and redeemed to walk in the light of the truth we've received. Sola Scriptura, Scripture alone, all sufficient to know, love, and serve the one on the throne.